interested. I was quite amused with myself. So who knows where all that footage went? I guess that was just for me. Not everyone is going to like you, so it's important that you love yourself. This world is awakening with waves of powerful energy, and the energy is crazy right now. Hello from Seattle. How are you, sir? HAPS employee. Well, it's good to meet you, sir. I'm a spiritual guy, and I do a lot of different types of broadcasts on YouTube and Twitter. Twitter's kind of my home, just testing out the format, seeing what it's like. I wish I could, though, adjust my camera a little more like I can on OBS. And the other question I have for you is, can you run OBS through this directly through? Because that would be very cool. I would love this. But I'm impressed with the quality. It's quite nice, actually. And Randy Horton, I saw him broadcasting yesterday, and he told me, get on this app. And so many people are very upset that are part of the community of Periscope, and they're worried they're not going to have anywhere to go. Yes, you can run OBS through the broadcast studio as a separate camera input. Okay, interesting. It looks like a little bit of learning, which is great. I'm amazed at the clarity and the quality of this. I'll have to see what it looks like. Now, I don't know if I'm currently running through anything. Hello from Los Angeles. How are you? Another HAPS employee. Nice to meet you. Okay. I have to say, I'm quite impressed that I've got people who, made this app. So it looks like you're vested emotionally, spiritually, and connected to maybe this being successful. You may know, and I know, that if this does very well, that you'll have one of the big players want to buy it. And that's what happens now, right? If anything does very well and it becomes even kind of like the slightest irritant or does very well, one of the big players buys them up. So I'm hoping that we can enjoy this for a while. Is this going to be something that won't be free in the future? And you're just giving us kind of like a little sampling of what, this is what Periscope should have done. I think they would have maybe had a better chance. I love that you can easily go from format to format to format. Now, I've never been super successful doing any form of live on YouTube, but some of the Twitter stuff is done very well. Will you also in the future do anything through LinkedIn? Because this would be, I think, an absolutely dynamite business format, especially for people who are trying to connect all kinds of different customer base. Now, I noticed it was on Facebook. I've never been a big fan of Facebook Live, but maybe that will change now that Periscope is gone. The crazy people that were on Periscope destroyed the format. It really was the Wild West on there. Let your love awaken this glorious day. I pray you find moments of clarity this week. Choose to live in a state of gratitude and grace. Stay in a positive state when people are angry. Don't fall into the mood swings of toxic people. Surrender to the current moment in time. Be fully aware of all the angels that surround you each and every day. And we are so blessed to have this moment in time because COVID has tested so many people and really made them evaluate their lives. It was kind of like a hard stop. Yes, we will be adding LinkedIn soon. I think that will absolutely make this blow up. It'll also put you on the radar, though, of Microsoft. I find since Microsoft has taken over LinkedIn, there are a lot of improvements, but they've also stalled on some things that I felt LinkedIn did very well. So maybe they're just having some growing pains. But yeah, like I think the video format now is more relevant than it was 5 years ago. And I think the average person, because of the pandemic, is now very comfortable being in front of the camera because this is how people communicate now. Imagine 3-4 years ago without, the pandemic, the average person would never go on these formats ever. They might FaceTime with a friend, but Zoom really, I think, broke the barriers for that, because you've now got multiple people on at once. It's easy to do. They make it seamless. And if you make anything too difficult, people will just lose interest. So at HAPS, how many employees do you have? I'm interested. I work for a wonderful company called Infotech Research Group out of Toronto, Ontario. There's also another office in London, Ontario. It's owned by Joel McLean, and he's a wonderful boss, by the way. I'm just going to put a little plug in there for him. But I can see us using this for some of the social media stuff, as long as the quality is good, right? So we'll have to see in the future. I really am out of my element here. I have so many screens going right now. I'm not sure what's up or down, but I'm going to do a couple more spiritual things because that's what my audience knows if they ever end up seeing this. You might see this on a rebroadcast somewhere down the road. We are a small team. Check out our daily Q&A at 3 p.m. Okay. Do you ever do a live chat on there? Or is it just through text? Hello from New Zealand. How are you today? Hope all is well in your world. Yeah, so it's interesting. It's exciting that this is just starting to flower. This is so interesting. I imagine if you could have known and had a crystal ball at Twitter some 12 years ago and just started, like, wow. And Twitter 12 years ago, there was so few restrictions. It was unbelievable. Okay, I think that's Louise. It's very tiny, the text. I'm 57 years old. My eyes are not what they used to be, but I'm hoping they'll be better in the future. Thank you for shining your light in my direction. I truly appreciate positive people who bring joy to the world. And you know what? This little community here has been quite welcoming, considering this has been my very first broadcast on here. Louise, what kind of content do you do? And Louise, are you intuitive? Because I think I saw you as I was going through, some of the pages at the beginning there, and I thought, this lady looks intuitive to me. So many people who have similar energy signatures will recognize or be drawn to other people that are similar to them. And I instantly, when I looked at you, felt that you were dancing more in like the 4D, 5D frequency. I don't even know if you know what that means. But anger, sadness, depression is all 3D. And that's where most people are. 4D is more a form of like meditation, being connected to source, knowing your purpose in life, wanting to be a person who helps the collective. I'm just going to read a couple things here. Every day is an opportunity to shine your light, to reconnect with the souls that awaken healing. You could choose to be alive with waves of unconditional love this week. Many lost souls seek to find comfort in things that make them feel numb. And that's so true. Where I live, which is in Toronto, Ontario, I'm noticing more and more people are drinking because they don't have the options they had before. And I think to get past the boredom and the loneliness, so Super Heart Award. Okay, I have no idea what that is, but thank you. I've never done these things for money. I'm here, honestly, to try to help the collective heal itself and to meet people who are seekers of knowledge, seekers of peace, seekers of joy, seekers of connection, people who want to feel the connection, feel their chakras open. But thank you. That's very sweet. Whoever did that, if they did that, thank you. Hey, from South Africa. How are you today? So this really is from all over the world. I love it. That's great. I hope to go to South Africa someday. That's on my bucket list. But why do people do that, right? Why do we seek to find comfort in things that make us numb? Is it that we don't want to face our fears? We don't want to move forward with some of the things that we need to do, the internal work? Because it's tough out there for many people right now. And I'm hoping that you're being patient and kind with yourself and know that you have a well, a spiritual well that needs to be replenished. And don't let people come to the well and take buckets and buckets of your energy. You sometimes have to know your boundaries. But we are all divine perfection in motion. So if you're ever feeling sad out there, look in the mirror and say to yourself, I am divine perfection in motion. And say it 3 times and feel it each and every time you say that. And the sad truth is, many of us are just all looking for some form of encouragement and a form of connection. And so many people, especially older people who live in my building, are alone. And they spend many hours alone. And they don't have that connection anymore. And I'm even finding here that a lot of people... Oh, okay. Loving your inspiring words, Michael Bathurst. Got to run for now, but please feel free to email me. Okay. Well, I hope you also follow me on Twitter, because I would love that. Then I could promote the channel for you. My one channel has... I'm having problems here with the camera. Is that better? Ta-da! I have, I believe, 37,000 followers on the one account and 15,000 followers on the other. And it's a lot of business people and spiritual people. But I would love to help you out because you have clearly decided to give me a form of red carpet or warmth as you did today. And I hope you do that with everyone. I think it's great and it will help. You know, this is what people need right now, is connection and feel part of something and feel welcome. I'm enjoying you too, Michael. Well, that's the goal. You know what? Not everyone's going to fully understand the glory of the man, right? So even with yourself, if sometimes people are upset with you, you know what? They don't fully understand the glory of the woman, right? That's funny. Louise, so maybe someday we can do a chat together. I usually, when I'm on Periscope, I have Ravi come on with me as well. And he's a dear friend that I have, and he can be somewhat opinionated. So we are, I think, a great balance together. May you be loving and caring to the people who make your life worth living. Never shout nasty words to the loving souls you cherish the most in this life. Bring healing to the sacred souls who open your heart to new realms of possibility. Show the respect that you want in your life to the people around you, and live in a state of grace and harmony each and every day, and know that you are here to help the collective awaken and open new pathways to joy and abundance. And we are all connected to this. All creatures, right? All people. And infectious energy is infectious energy, and you can feel that when it's pulsing in your chest. I'll find you on Periscope too. Periscope is kind of done, right? In March. And there's so much sadness around that. Some of the people that I know and really love, one is the skinny hippie. God, I hope I said that right. I think I said that right. She loves what she does, and I hope that she does very well in this format. And she has, like any broadcast, she can have, I think if it's a bad day, 2,000 people who pop in. And she's just a beacon of hope. So maybe her and I will do some kind of show on here one day. But yeah, like the door's going to open here. And I'm trying to be positive when it comes to talking about Periscope, but Periscope was just full of trolls and anger, and it fed craziness. There wasn't a real professional body there. There might have been at the beginning, and I think they tried desperately to have it more as a business format. I don't know what I am on there. If you look up Michael Bathurst in Google search, you'll find me. I'm also on, the other thing I has is a hashtag, which is ShoutMGB, but I'm so easy to find. People abandon Periscope. Well, yeah. Are you on Periscope as well? I don't find the quality on Periscope as good as this. Now, you're seeing me on Haps, right? Because I'm seeing absolutely nobody from Periscope on here. I don't think it's linked up yet. Maybe it'll take a couple days. And nobody seems to be connected to, yes, I am. So, Louise, did you find me through Haps? Do you hear my dog barking in the background here? I'm going to go get her, okay? I'll just be 1 sec. I'll be right back. What's going on? All right. All right. Okay, here we go. All right. Oh, all right. This is funny. She was mad because she heard me talking to someone and it wasn't her. So I had to go get her. This is Zoe, by the way. I don't know how long she's going to last here. She's 14. We also have another dog here right now who's not freaking out. Oh, I love her already. Yeah, we have another one that's a puppy, which I'm babysitting for my daughter as well. So I'll probably have her on in the future as well. What are some of the restrictions on here for time, the amount of times you can go on in a day? I don't know. Like, literally, this is my first time on this format. I'm learning. I love that I was able to talk to some of the people who are part of this format. It's interesting. Oh, wow. I've already been on here for 19 minutes. Okay. Do you have a dog, Louise? Can you hear her grunting? Can you hear that? She's grunting. She's displeased with me. Can you also hear me okay, by the way? Interesting. So if I invited you in, Louise, how would I do that? And are you open to coming up? I'm not sure, but I do. Overdo it. I don't know. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Some people are on constantly. I had to unfollow. Well, some people, unfortunately, this is the only outlet they have, right? So I kind of have, what's the word? Some compassion for them, right? Because for many people, this is the only outlet they have. All right, so let's see how I do this. All right. Is that you? Yeah. Okay. I don't know if I did that right. Okay. So will you just pop in? I don't know how to do this. So maybe you can talk me through it. Okay. So you're actually seeing people I'm not seeing. Oh, yeah, okay. Hi, Retta. Adore. How are you? I'm sorry, I cannot see the pictures. They are so small, and I'm too blind, I think. I'm too blind to see the pictures. So please don't get angry with me if I'm not reading your name properly. But I will learn. Always invest in the sacred knowledge awakening within your deepest core of mind. Be careful when you spend time around dark souls. They can steal your light with their hatred and fear. Let your sensitivity be a gift to humanity. Choose to forgive yourself for being so broken. Let go of all the self-doubt in this new week. Be the light you desire most in this world. Okay. Interesting. So if someone was on Periscope and I tried to invite them up, would I just type the name, or am I only going to get names of people on HAPS? But it seems like you, even though it's a smaller community, you all seem to know each other. And that's wonderful. That's awesome. But it's nice that you're in the midst of something that's fairly new. Now, HAPS, which I believe I'm saying correctly, how long has this format been around? Is it just a few months? And okay, well, according to this, it's running on 2. When starting to running. Okay. Cute. All right. I don't know what 2 it's on, but that's interesting. So this isn't like Periscope where people can request to be beamed up. It's not like that. We are all from Periscope. A couple of years, but I just released to the public. Okay. Okay, I'm going to read a couple things here. Hopefully we'll connect in the future here, all of us. I don't know if this is people I've already met on Periscope and some people I haven't. I'm not too sure. I'm sorry if I didn't remember. I'm old and fuddly. All right. You are growing in spiritual wisdom. Love is awakening within your beautiful mind. Be careful of the thoughts you think about most. Rest in the arms of divine goodness. Never stop being in pursuit of your wildest dreams. Thank daily the kind souls who support you. And thank you for all the kind souls in this chat today. And Louise, it was very nice meeting you today. That's my dog. Okay, I didn't mean to steal your dog. And that is William something. Hi, William. How are you? Nice to meet you. Do you have a Chihuahua? This is Zoe. Zoe is 13 years old. She was not supposed to live any more than, I believe, 3 or 4 years. She used to fit literally in my pocket, and now she looks more, I think, like a ferret or a weasel than she does like a dog. So you'll be on Saturday morning. Okay. Thank you so much. I really appreciate meeting you. That's very kind of you to reach out today. I really appreciate it. Interesting. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry, folks. I'm just farting around here a little bit, trying to figure out some stuff here. This is interesting, though. Once I get better at it, it'll be a little smoother. Well, Louise was very nice. I appreciate that. And I also appreciated talking to a couple of the people who actually work for HAPS. That's wonderful. When you live a spiritual life, it doesn't mean you don't get angry. You learn to surround yourself with kind souls who live to love and learn. Okay. I find as I'm getting older, I'm getting more logical and a lot less emotional about things. But with some of the restrictions that have been placed upon our paths, I really feel bad for many of the restaurant owners, especially in Toronto, Canada. A lot of them lost their livelihoods and now don't have a job, right? They lost everything. They poured their whole life into something. And I think in the States, it's very much the same way. And I'm hoping that the recovery doesn't take 10 to 15 years to fix this. I also worry about the vaccine and that people are being safe because we did kind of push this through. And I don't think you can really fully understand anything within 7 months, 9 months. But it is a miracle that they formulated that. Okay, I'm going to read one more thing and then I'm going to end this up. If anybody has questions. William, tell me more about yourself. Where are you from? Did you already tell me where you're from? I noticed everybody here did that. Oh, we're having one of those alerts. Yeah, we have that in Canada. So if someone has been an Amber Alert, do you know what that is? I remember the first time I heard that, it scared the living crap out of me. It was in the middle of the night. I went, "What is that? Fire alarm? What is that?" So, I think it's a very good system. I'm hoping that some people end up being saved. With it. You are loved beyond words could ever say. Thank you for shining your healing light. Many beautiful souls are feeling the change. Choose to forgive yourself on this glorious day of transformation and awakening. And everybody who swung by today, thank you so much. And I'm hoping you have a glorious weekend and that you connect to some of the higher vibrations in the universe right now. I'm going to try to connect with a good friend of mine, Ravi, and you might see us on later tonight. So he probably won't do anything until later today. But William, do you do any broadcast at all? Is that your thing, or are you just more of a person who likes to watch the broadcast? I find some people really love doing the broadcast, and even if they don't really have any form of format, it's just like going out and having a coffee, or they love to come on here and just vent and lose their minds. I've seen that can be entertaining. Not my style. The weary souls seek the loving embrace of compassion. Beyond this world are endless galaxies of exploration. The universe is awakening within you. Let your life be a reflection of gratitude. Spend time in the loving embrace of unconditional love. Choose to forgive the lost souls who seek only control. Free your heart from the pain of the past, knowing you are here to answer to a call of service, of healing. And I hope today that you come away from this feeling a little bit recharged and alive with possibilities of joys and abundance. And anybody who watches this on the replay later, please be patient, because this was my first time on HAPS. And I hope to be on here at least once a week. That would be nice. And reconnect with some of the people from Periscope. But I think we're going to see just a huge onslaught of people in 3 months. I think it's March, isn't it? I think in March they close it down, if I read it correctly. And after that, I think this will be overloaded with traffic. So we'll see, unless there's other formats. But from what I've seen today, I'm quite impressed, and I will definitely play it back just to see the quality. Thank you so much. Louise, you were lovely. And all the people that I met today who are from HAPS team, I thought that was so wild how they popped on. They probably went, "Who's this crazy guy? We better keep an eye on him." May you feel blessed. This is Zoe. Until next time, take care and let the light of love shine your way each and every day. Have a wonderful weekend.